Alright, so what we've got here is an angry sluice. And if you don't feed this sluice properly, it will be pissed off.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We got fun stuff in the boxes. So today we are going to be opening these boxes. There's Jim with the Asakura Mining. And that's Mike. We're waiting on a couple of the people to show up. We're gonna be setting up this dredge. So in those boxes is a dredge, 4-inch dredge.
I'd rather be doing this than traffic on I-85. Got the whole day, man. Come on, Jonathan. Have any trouble? I didn't think you would. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Look at this guy.
Look at this guy. Adventures with him.
What's up, man? Good to meet you finally.
Sorry, guys, I got the voice. I thought you would be a whole lot taller. I mean, I was thinking you were just tall, man, really. This is Mike Castle. And he's got a wealth of experience. Mike comes right in with 4-inch strips for Saturday night. And with him smiling around the area. John knows the long he's here to oversee us and do some stuff.
He's the boss.
Ready to start? Yeah. Everybody shut it up. We're going to put it together. We're going to put it together. So, we got Melvin, we got Goat, and there's a bull. And we got John. And we're going to be playing with this here and putting this expensive dredge together that I showcased last week and only tantalized you with the boxes. So we're going to take care of that together. Go ahead. And the floats. And then we'll put sodas and water. And
All right, so we have the frame
we're so glad Jonathan made the longest distance.
left or right pontoon,
First
and then we have left or right pontoon right there.
It's my pleasure, of course. And then
Got Jim and Jonathan Brewer and Mike.
nuts and bolts and screws and all that.
I know there ain't none over here.
I got a bag on the frame. I got it on the frame. I thought if anything, they'd be in with the sluice box.
Oh look, they got cup holders.
Trash bag?
Yeah, cup holders.
Trash bag?
I didn't bring a trash bag, but just a corner. Yeah, just throw it in the corner.
How about this?
And over here, we got Jonathan getting ready to do his filming and everything.
That
Is that your GoPro?
pontoon lady.
Yes, sir. That's another set of floats.
So that's kind of the first thing we do is put the
Yep.
frame in the pontoons.
Yep, here's the
Whenever
other
you want to get somebody to do work for you, always offer to buy pizza and drinks.
Second pontoon.
Yep.
We want to
But we have you guys there in
Inside.
YouTube land to appreciate and get to see what is it
guys, we got the pontoons on right now, and we have Calvin over here. He's got the nuts and bolts going, and breaking out the sluice box outside. So I'm going to put you guys on fast forward, and you guys can listen to some cool music while we listen to cool music, and yeah. Shake your money maker, baby. Nothing about who I'm having. It's from the Weather Channel, boys and girls. He went outside. Weather's fine.
It's beautiful.
Hold on.
Even get a little shade.
It's a little windy.
All right, that was fit longer than this one is.
I don't know if we'll go further up or where it's going to go, but we'll look in the instructions and see.
Real low for a square peg, right?
Oh, that's pretty. They actually assembled your sluice box for you.
You think Cindy and them did, or
But what I'm they probably shipped it that way.
Yeah.
But now's the time to learn how to clean it up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, as opposed to down on the river the first time.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so because it came assembled, you don't know how to put it together. So that's what you need to do is you need to take it apart.
Yep.
So you've got the clamps off down there.
Yep.
And it's always easy when everything's dry, you don't have grit from the sand and stuff. So this is what's called a three-stage sluice. And the reason it does that is that it, as you see in the screens we pulled off, it has different, it grades the material, classifies the material as the sluice is running, okay? It's a good news, bad news story because it works really well. However, the way it works with gravity is you end up with the finest material in the bottom of the sluice. Here in Colorado and a lot of other places, but mostly here in Colorado, the gold is really, really small. So it's going to go into the bottom sluice, and if you don't have somebody helping you knock you out of the river when you get what we call it nozzle fever, you will end up clogging and overrunning that material that catches your fine stuff, and you'll be dredging for half a day, and you won't be catching any fine gold.
It's got lock washers.
You'll have filled up, and you're just blowing it off.
Should be able to pull that out.
It's down underneath.
Or about an inch deep. So it's probably going to take about 20 minutes, and it'll be ready for a cleanup.
So you'll see if you watch things like Mine Rescue, either Freddie Dodge here in the States, or there's one in Australia too. One of the things you do is you have a bunch of different types of material, different ripples for the different sizes and types of gold, whether it's flat or round. Okay, and so we call this miner's mox. It's also called Nomex. Yeah, I would lift that.
I got to unscrew it.
Well, let's get that.
No, it'll slide out this way. Now that you remove that,
Okay,
there you go.
that way. Now you see, this is what catches the fine gold at the very bottom.
And that's mostly what we're going
You
to be
see how the
catching.
riffles are a lot different than this heavy big stuff?
I'm hoping for some nugs for Jim this year.
Wire plate and punch plate at the upper parts.
Yeah.
To do.
So that's the big one there is 1/2 inch. This looks like, is it 8?
If it's not 8,
quarter,
it's
maybe.
16.
That's
A set of riffles under the big riffles, but you also got expanded metal to work. So this is for your fine gold collecting.
Yeah, and you'll see on
a
the
beautiful
professional guys that
machine,
do
too.
the same thing. Sometimes you'll see Freddie Dodge just takes the riffles. He'll have a section of just expanded metal and carpet, and no. The only thing that I don't care for in Colorado, I like Keene's carpet, but it's it catches the fine gold. I try to get it out.
Yeah, you have to burn it.
Yeah. Now, you got Gorilla Tape.
Yeah, I do have Gorilla Tape.
Are
I
you gonna
didn't
seal
bring
it
it
up?
over here.
So the other thing that I've learned. Oh no, you're talking gold.
Gaps on the
Gold
side.
that's smaller than 200 mesh. Okay, so that's 10 times smaller than your window screen. Okay? It's going to go path of least resistance. So if it doesn't have to go over these riffles, it can hit the edge and go down the edge. That's what it's going to do.
Yep.
So I think I've got a roll of Gorilla Tape in the Jeep if you don't have any.
All right, so what we've got here is an angry sluice. And if you don't feed this sluice properly, it will be pissed off. Now, these two guys right here are in dangerous territory because they don't know what the hell they're doing.
How long is that hose? 20-foot hose. That's what I'm talking about. Swivel nozzle, so you can go like this, back and forth. What we should do, we should pull this out, set it out, and then, yeah.
So there's a grab and a grab. So you
Yeah, we're gonna have two guys here, and then.
Air filter, that's why they gave you the
come with is a damper. They don't have any.
All right, guys. We have the hose, 20-inch dredge hose hooked up with the swivel nozzle on the other end. This is the water supply that goes here. It creates pressure that way. This is the water intake. There's a sluice down by Jim, and Calvin's holding the water flap down. The air supply, but we need a tank for the diver, so we're going to plug these holes off here, and we need a couple other rubber plugs for the pontoon so they don't fill up with water. And this is essentially what it's going to look like. Gold's going to come in through here, through that nozzle down there by Jim, go out the other end. And this is about how many people it takes to run this. So, got a good crew. Took us, what, about 2 hours to set it up. So, we're doing all right. Yeah, can you hold that?
Oh, wait.
Is it moving?
No.
Oh, it's
You
unscrewed.
have the clamp. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't see it, so I'm going, no.
That's what you want to find. Somebody who's got some good wealth of experience. Never done all this before. Get the people that know.
But right now, it's probably good enough because
Yeah.
you're going to end up taking it off.
Let's put it up on top here.
And I realized that I wasn't going to be panning the cons. Well, you won't know.
Hey, Jonathan, or somebody, you want to grab that edge of the.
You got the front?
That's not bad at all. I got the other one out there. I got it.
Let's down this way, walk that way with the hose. Let's stick it out.
And you probably want to
This is the dredge, fully extended, tip to tip.
What'd you call me?
Post nasal drip.
There you go.
Here's the swivel head all the way back to the dredge.
Don't get that shiny.
Alright guys, so we have the dredge out here, and I'm going to go ahead and wrap everything up. And I want to thank Asakura Mining, Jonathan Brewer, Calvin, and Mike. And say bye everybody. See you guys later.